welcome to a new Happy Learning video. Shh! Listen, listen. What's that? It sounds like a piano. What's that? That's laughter. Someone's being tickled. What's that? Is it an elephant? Or a trumpet that's a bit out of tune? Do you know what all these things have in common? Of course, they're sounds. And today, we're going to find out lots of amazing things about it, about sound. What is sound? Sound is a sensation produced in the ear from the vibrations of something. But do you know what a vibration is? A vibration is a very fast movement of something. That is to say, something that's moving many, many times per second. Look at the surface of this drum when it's being hit. It vibrates, and that vibration travels through the air in the form of waves until it reaches our ears. It is like when we throw a stone in the water. When the stone enters the water, it forms circles around the area. They are ripples. We see them because the water moves. And all the sounds we hear, Leo, are waves produced by vibrations. Where are you? Vibrations that hit the air, just like the stone entering the water. Leo? And when the sound hits the air, it also makes the air move, forming waves. Oh, there you are. But as the air is transparent, we don't see it. Look at how the vibrations of the strings of a guitar forms waves travel through the air. And did you know that these waves can travel through different things by many mediums? Yes, they can travel through air, through water, or through solid things like metal or wood. The truth is that sound waves can travel a long way, can't they? Well, we now know how sound is produced. But how do we humans hear it? We hear it thanks to our hearing. The ear is the organ in our body that is trained to perceive sound. Sound waves enter through it, so we can hear. It's a good thing we have ears because I love hearing music. Now, let's review. Sound is a sensation produced in the ear when it receives sound waves produced by the vibrations of something. It can be the strings of a guitar, the vocal cords of a person, or the vibrations produced by the wings of a mosquito. Ah, how annoying! These vibrations emit waves that travel through air, water, or something solid. And we can perceive these waves through the ear, which is the organ in our body that is able to capture them. Oops! Listen! It's Leo, my dog, who wants to go for a walk. Goodbye, friends! See you in the next video!
Search us and subscribe to Happy Learning's YouTube channel.
Hello friends and welcome to a new Happy Learning video. Listen. We all know that sound can sometimes be very unpleasant. Noise. Or very pleasant, like music. Or the sound of the sea, the sound of water. But what makes us like or dislike sound? Does it sound familiar or strange?
中午好
Well, today we're going to learn just that. Today, we're going to get to know the qualities of sound. Yes, that's right. Sound has qualities. Just as children can be blonde or dark, tall or short, large or slim. Each sound has its own characteristics, qualities that distinguish it from others. The thing is that these characteristics are not visible. Absolutely all sounds have 4 qualities: intensity, pitch, timbre, and duration. The first quality, intensity, is very easy to recognize, as it is what we usually call volume. Yes, exactly. Just like when you turn the TV volume up or down, for instance. Intensity allows us to differentiate between a loud sound and a soft sound. Loud sounds can sometimes be very annoying and can even damage our ears, while soft or quiet sounds can be difficult to hear. Pitch is the quality of the sound that helps us to know whether the sound we hear is high-pitched or low-pitched. For example, the sound of this whistle is very high-pitched, as well as the voice of this opera singer. However, the sound of this engine is very deep, and so is the man's voice.
Welcome.
Getting? High-pitched? Low-pitched? Another quality of sound is the timbre. The timbre of a sound is what makes us recognize what or who produces it. For example, who would you say is making this sound? Yes, a cow. And this one? Very good! It's the class bell, and it means that it's time for recess. But thanks to the timbre, we also recognize the voices of our loved ones, like Mommy or Daddy's voice, or musical instruments. Listen! That sounds like a recorder. The last quality we're going to learn is the duration. The duration of a sound is what makes it possible to tell if a sound is short or long. The sound a duck makes is short, and the sound a wolf makes is long, isn't it? Hey! Now let's review. There are 4 qualities of sound: intensity, pitch, timbre, and duration. Intensity is the volume, and it can be strong or weak. Pitch is what allows us to differentiate a high-pitched sound from a low-pitched sound. Timbre allows us to recognize what or who is producing the sound. This is my cat, Trasto. And duration is what allows us to tell if a sound is short or long. And this sound is my doorbell. It's high-pitched, loud, and long. and it means that they're coming to pick me up to go out and play. Goodbye, friends, until the next video.
Search us and subscribe to Happy Learning's YouTube channel.
Hello, happy friends! Are you ready to learn? Today, we're going to learn about... Wait, just listen. Sounds good, huh? Today, we're going to learn about the sound. For sound to exist, we need three things. We need something or someone to produce a sound, like this guitar, a medium through which it's transmitted, like the air. And then, of course, we need an ear to perceive the sound. When I play my guitar strings, I produce vibrations that travel into our ears through waves, and that's why we hear them. Sound speed depends on the medium it travels through. In solids, like iron, it travels at a great speed. In liquids, like water, it travels a little bit slower. And in gases, like air, it travels the slowest. But if sounds are waves, why do we recognize sounds when we hear them? Why do we recognize our parents' voice when we hear them? Why do we recognize a dog's bark? It's easy peasy. We recognize sounds because of their properties and characteristics. There are three properties: intensity, pitch, and timbre. Intensity lets us identify if a sound is loud or soft. Thanks to the pitch, we can tell if the sounds are high-pitched or low-pitched. By timbre, we can identify what or who is producing the sound. For example, if it's being produced by a flute, a guitar, a dog, or a cat. And lastly, before I say goodbye, here's a fun fact. Do you know what echo is? Echo is when sound waves bump against an obstacle and they change their direction. Shortly after, we can hear the sound repeatedly. So that's an echo. I'm sure you've heard it more than once, but if you haven't, listen up. Happy learning! Happy learning! Happy learning! Happy learning! So cool! Goodbye, happy friends! I hope you're always ready to learn more. Goodbye!
Search us and subscribe to Happy Learning's YouTube channel.
Hey friends! Have a look at these images, or rather, listen to all these sounds. Did you recognize the cows mooing? The dog barking? And even the child laughing? Yes, well you've managed that thanks to your ears. And now we're going to learn all about their different parts and how they work. First, we're going to learn about the most important parts of the ear: the outer ear or auricle, the ear canal, the eardrum, three very little bones known as the hammer, anvil, and stirrup, And then comes the cochlea that is shaped like a snail. And lastly, the auditory nerve. Now it's time to learn how the ear works. We all know that sound is vibrations that produce waves. These waves travel through the air to our ears, where they reach the outer ear or auricle. But they don't stop there. They continue their journey through the ear canal until they reach the eardrum, which is a membrane that is similar to a drum. When the sound waves collide against the drum, it vibrates and makes the hammer, anvil, and stirrup move, allowing the waves to reach the cochlea, which, as we have already told you, is shaped like a snail. The cochlea is where the sound waves transform into electric signals. And it is these electric signals that travel directly to the brain and through the auditory nerve. And it is there in the brain where we finally recognize and understand these sounds. For example, just like this fun and funky music. Hey guys, who's ready to dance? Bye friends!
Search us and subscribe to Happy Learning's YouTube channel.
Hello friends, welcome to a new Happy Learning video. Have you ever wondered why the television in your house works, the streetlights light up, or a sailboat moves? The answer is very easy, because everything works thanks to something wonderful called energy. Let's get to know it. The first thing we need to know is, what is energy? Well, energy is like a magical force that makes everything work. It gives us light, heat, and the ability to move. And move things. Without energy, everything would be still, silent, and dark. How boring! But how do you get energy? Energy is obtained thanks to renewable energy sources and non-renewable energy sources. Renewable energy sources are like inexhaustible treasures. They never run out. The sun, for example, is an incredible source of energy. It gives us light, heat, and its rays can be converted into electricity, which we can use in our homes. It also makes fruit grow so that we can eat them and produce our own energy. The energy in the sun gives us something called solar energy. Wind is also a renewable source of energy because it never is used up. Thanks to the wind surface can sail this fast. Or these big windmills can generate a lot of electricity. This energy is called aeolic energy. Because Aeolus was the Greek god of the winds. Water also gives us a lot of energy thanks to its movement. The currents of rivers and the force of waterfalls are converted into electrical energy in hydroelectric power plants. This type of energy is called, logically, hydroelectric energy. Non-renewable energy sources are those that are used up. They are exhausted. They are not renewed. Oil, for example, is found underground and is used to make fuels such as gasoline. We use so much oil that there is less and less of it. The same goes for coal or gas, which we use to heat our homes. Although these sources give us a lot of energy, it is important to know that they are running out and that they are really polluting our planet. The truth is that they are not very good. Well, now we know what energy and renewable energy sources are, as well as non-renewable one. But before we say goodbye, we want to tell you that you have to take care of our planet. That renewable energies are the environment's best friend, and we have to save electricity and water to pollute less. If each one of us respects and takes care of everything that surrounds us, we will live in a healthier and happier world. Goodbye, friends. Until the next video.
Search us and subscribe to Happy Learning's YouTube channel.